Caroline. I'm Tama's mother. My qualification is in geology. I'm a professional geologist. I think what inspired me about studying geology is the fact that you are the first people to know where the wealth lies. So, just that thought that maybe I happen to be among the 10 people who know where the next big gold deposit or the next big kimberlite pipe is going to be mined, or where it's lying currently. So that's it's exciting news, to know that you know the secrets of God, that no one can see. You've got the tools and the techniques and the skills to be able to identify those things that other people cannot identify. I think it's interesting. And when you come to the production side, to the mining side, the fact that you give direction. I mean, no mine can start without a geologist. So you have to tell the guys of whoever your team that this is the ore body, this is how it runs, this is the thickness, this is the grade, and then all other people come and build their models and their ideas on top of your idea. So if your idea is wrong, or if your exploration results are wrong, it means that mine is going to be affected for the rest of its life. So what I love about being a geologist is the fact that you have to be accountable, and you take critical decisions, sometimes very scary decisions. But when it gets to a point where you find yourself having made a right decision, and the mine is going, and guys, people are mining on the right direction, the mine is becoming productive, that on its own, it feels like it fulfills you as a person to know that you are capable of making these big decisions and get the mine to run from scratch. Yes, a lot. It has affected the industry a lot, because if you check, one thing about our industry is the working space and the transportation of people, especially in the mine, in an underground operations. So that is a challenge on its own, because to expect miners to practice social distancing in a cage, by a cage I mean a lift that transport employees down underground, I think it's almost an impossible thing to do, because you have to transport thousands and thousands and thousands of employees underground. So imagine if you have to practice that social distance, of 1.5 meter. It's gonna take you almost the whole day just to take your employees underground. The time that your last person is in, you have to go out again, because it's gonna be blasting time. You understand? So the way we do things, the way we run the industry have been affected a lot. And the fact that if one of the employee is exposed to COVID, obviously the chances are you're going to have, if you working in a panel, which normally in an underground situation it will be around 14 to 17 people, it means all 17 people will be affected. They have to go for isolation. Then when that happens, no production. So it has affected the production. Obviously it has affected profitability of the industry, because now we've got an added expense which was never there before, you see. So I'm sure the industry have to find a way to survive in this new era. But I'm glad that most companies are managing to stay afloat, because without healthy employees, you can't produce at the end of the day. So we rely mostly on the strength and the health of our employees. We rely mostly on the attitude of our employees. So we try, I'm sure as an industry, we try our best to make sure that our workforce is protected, We are giving them the necessary tools to fight COVID. We are also spreading the right message so that everybody can work safely and can stay away from the can avoid infection at the end of the day. As a woman in particular, is obviously I had to deal with stigma, you know, the fact that people did not believe that that is a place for women, first thing. So, and also you have to deal with yourself to convince yourself that this is my space. So it starts with you convincing yourself that I also belong here. And then once you are convinced, you have to convince your colleagues that you belong here. So that is the main challenge, because often women have to prove themselves 10 times. I know it sounds like every woman says that I have to prove myself 10 times, but that is the reality, because you have to prove to your colleagues, to your managers, that you are capable. And it's like you've been put under a microscope. Every move counts. You know, you make one wrong move, it feels like you've done something that have never been done before, even if it has been done 10 times before. Happy Women's Day. Strike a woman, strike a rock. Phambili MBOKOTO.